Good day, everyone, and welcome to episode 7 in our series of Rebel Inc. Escalation. This is actually, even though it's episode 7, it's actually the third episode in our map, Southern Desert. And as you recall, in the last episode, we just started the peace process. So let's go ahead and load the game. Here we are in this, oh, in a minute, we've got too many saves. Southern Desert 925, let's, 13th of the 11th, 11th of the, yep, this one. Gosh, almost got myself confused there, looking at the timestamp and not the date. Tricky. Launching operation, no, oh wow, oh, straight into it. Wow, okay. Yes, we had just started the peace process, even though we started with firefights in this one. And our reputation is only at 56, so we are looking at the possibility at this point of actually completing Southern Desert, but finding ourselves with a shockingly bad reputation. Protests against against new women's rights laws. Councillors from some zones are actively campaigning against the new equality laws intended to introduce robust new rights for women. Well, we can reject their concerns and continue to enforce the new laws. This ends up decreasing our support level, especially in remote and rural areas. 31% chance the insurgent recruitment bonus. And we can't engage them. This choice can only be selected if you have fully backed women's rights reforms in the past. November Garden will stop supporting women's rights reforms. Oh gosh. Lose 4 reputation, decrease support level in urban zones, 25% chance of international anger and 30% chance of hate crime rise. Holy dooly. That's significant. Well, we're going to have to go with this one. Continue to enforce the new laws, decrease support level, especially in remote and rural areas. Insurgent recruitment bonus, there is an increase in local population joining the insurgents. Wow, nice. All right, what about this one? Coalition soldier tour of duty is over. We have to send him home because we literally don't have the reputation to keep him. We've got another unit coming in. Let's see, money-wise 27, corruption 12, inflation 1, not too bad. 58% stability, and pressing onwards. Oh, look, we destroyed them. Insurgents were completely destroyed in battle as they were surrounded by November Garden and unable to escape to a neighbouring zone. That's going to help our peace process. Oh yes, very nice. Thank you everyone very much. I appreciate your support and continued efforts on our behalf, but you need to move into there because you can see that they're going to move there. Yep, there they go. Okay, we're going to deploy you in that area and see what's going on up here. Peace, political participation. No, I'm going to get 4 reputation out of this one because we have them penned in. Look at that, we're up to 63. We're doing nicely, thank you. We've got we've got $44 in the bank. Let's have a look at this first. Okay, now we can give them an amnesty. We lose 8 reputation, and there's an 80% chance of anger over justice hypocrisy. By the way, just so that everyone knows, I'm not going to fully read these anymore because they're the same ones we get. I'll just talk about the highlights, but you can pause the game and read them fully if you want to. So that's not going to stop you from reading them at your leisure. Now, this is a compromise. We imprison some and let others go, but we're seen as weak. So we lose 4 reputation. And then we gain 4 reputation over here and we antagonise the insurgents. But politically speaking, we've got them boxed into one sector. And even though they look fairly strong in that sector, they can't get out. We've got them away from urban areas. So I think I'm just going to go and play from my position of strength and get 4 reputation and antagonise them because I don't care. Okay, pressing on. Ooh. Various sources of funding and manpower are increasing insurgent capability. Deal with them quickly. Well, they haven't occurred anywhere else, have they? We've still got them isolated. Oh, a salty unit is idle. Drag it to a different zone to deploy it there. Who's idle? Oh, you? Well, what are you doing? All right, well, you can go there. I'm not going to have too much idle around here. Oh, nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to drag you into there, actually, just so that you don't get complacent. And let's put you back in there now. Have a look at what's going on up here. Oh, victim reparations. How do we deal with the victims of the conflict? The government will apologise. What? Whoa, no way. Both sides apologise. You know what? Nobody likes insurgents. So I think we're going to get another 4 reputation. And we're going to play hardball. Now, I don't know how... Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, now hold on a second. It's December. And we've got $62 in the bank. So let's go and check a few... Whoa. Water is a huge issue. Look at you. 63 stability. And we're making significant progress. That's stable. That's unstable. And that's no intel. But we can pretty much be sure there's insurgents in there. But water is an issue, especially in these remote areas. All right, we need to... Actually, before we do that, 5% corruption and 0% inflation. So we're in a good position to spend some money and do a couple of things. So I think, let's see what we've got. We could go with government. Now, what have we got? Let's just go through these. We can send dedicated teams to build up towns and cities to ensure the benefits of civilian initiatives reach them. That speeds up the rollout of initiatives. This could be interesting. Speeds up the rollout of initiatives in remote zones. Now hold on a minute, because these are remote. Yep, they're all remote. Right, so let's have a look at our map again. Yes, the remote zones is where we're having the rollout issues. So I'm going to speed up the rollout in remote zones. Now, what else have we got going on here? More local police. This improves the zone security, making it harder for insurgents to take control, and it increases our support levels. Provides additional diplomatic options. Democratic transition. Gain 2 reputation. Where are we? 76. There's some interesting challenges here. Remote subsidies. Establish a program to ensure that development benefits each isolated community, accelerates rollout of initiative, and increases support level in remote zones. I think that's the one we want, because we suffered a hit in the remote zones because of our working with women or women's rights legislation. So I think we need to do that one. So that'll... We've got $47 left and we've got no more military options. You know what though? Let's see what we've got here. Soldiers gather intel quicker and increase local support level. Provides temporary intel on a zone and identifies enemy activity. Decreases cooldown for airstrikes. No, I think what we'll do... Oh, that's... So many choices. So many choices. You know what? Let's do this one. Retire national soldiers' aging equipment and replace it with modern equivalents. $14. Yep. So we've spent quite a bit of money just in that one. But I think that's going to be beneficial for us at this stage. Now, I'm going to hold off on you till I absolutely have to address you, because time is our friend at the moment, especially when we're pressuring the insurgents. Foreign rivals supporting insurgents. Well, this is the one we're going to take. No one's going to take 100% backfire chance. That's just like ridiculous. And no such thing as subtle pressure. Let's just go and whack them and see if they respond nicely. The foreign rival has slightly cut the funding and manpower. Right, cool. The next one we'll address is this one up here. We still have them contained. Okay. Peace. Future coalition presence. No. Take a hard line and demand concessions from insurgent. Absolutely. They're not getting in on the running the country deal. We got them boxed in. Stability is 65. Now, this is a... Oh, insurgents. Hold it. Whoa. Oh, you are not getting up there, nor there. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll take you back, because we're going to have to contain that. Okay. What's the issue here? Look at this, the 8% the apology fails and 8% the cover-up fails. They're not downplaying it at all. Look at the chance of corruption and international anger. For the cost of $1, I'd rather take the chance that the apology fails rather than we get the cover-up blown. Apology accepted, nice. Okay, we need you up there, and then we need to take these guys out. And we're going to do that right now, and as soon as we take them out, we're going to move over to the west and deal with them over there. Oh, got issues. Oh, issues everywhere. Decommissioning. A key theme in peace negotiations is what insurgents do with their guns. I'll tell you what they do with them. They don't get what they want. I'm not losing for reputation. So guess what, buddy? You are handing in all your weapons because nobody likes you. Hooly dooly. There is concern internally that the rules of engagement for our airstrikes need tightening to prevent civilian deaths. The risk of... This is new, by the way. I've not seen this one before. The risk of civilian deaths must be balanced against the need of our soldiers in combat. What risk is acceptable? tighten the rules. Airstrikes may not be carried out if there is more than a 38% risk of civilian casualties. Keep rules unchanged. Airstrikes may not be carried out if there is more than a 50% risk of casualties. Right, so this one, we're lowering the risk by 12%. Okay. Airstrikes may now be carried out if there is less than 100% risk of civilian casualties. Holy dooly. I'm going to tighten the rules for no other reason than I think it's going to be better for us. Oh, how did they get up there? That's rude. Wow, okay. Whoa, they're popping up all over the place. Yeah, and I think it's because I've antagonised them so much. We're going to need to deal with this actually really quickly. Need to wipe them out there though. Slow progress. We need to inflict military defeats. Alright, what's happening over here? Airstrike hits civilians. Oh gosh. Wow, cost $3, slightly decrease, apology fails. Cover-up fails. Oh, now it's getting interesting, isn't it? There's an 18% chance the apology will fail and a 9% chance the cover-up will fail. I still like this route because it seems to me more honourable. I'm going to have to sacrifice these guys for a minute and come over here because we need to keep these guys out of there. We need to get the intel out of this section before we move out. But I am going to move into there, and I'm going to move you into there. Wow. Oh, they're hacking us to pieces. 85. Let's pause that for a second. I'll tell you what I want to do. Soldiers gather intel quicker and increase local support. Yes. And government. Now I'm going to take the police option. Improves the zone security, making it harder for insurgents to take control, and it increases our support level. And probably... Now, what does this actually give us? Make zone more accessible, gives bonus to construction, combat, and intel. Yep, okay. That's what we're doing. Oh, look at that. Hey, the peace process is going backwards. Yeah, because they got out of the box. Ooh, not seen this one before either. Air support is vital for combat operations, but coalition forces control all the air support in the region currently. National forces are requesting more air support for logistics and medevac. Well, I think we should help them, obviously. Fund the modern Air Force to provide logistic and medevac support for national military. Cost of 13. National forces to gain access to coalition air support when available. Slightly increase national soldier strength. Increase national soldier strength. No, we're going to go with this one, obviously. And the no Air Force is just not an option, as far as I'm concerned. Now, we need to move. The insurgents are gaining control of too many zones, and my reputation is being damaged after we did so much good work. Up, come back. Holy dooly. They are all over the place. Man, we're dying on the vine here. Wow. Yeah, no, we're losing big. I think we've just found out what happens when you really antagonise the insurgents during negotiations. 67. Have I got any military options for calling in more troops? The answer is no. So I tell you what, let's go buy some garrisons. And reduce the cooldown. Oh, and what's this? Foreign rivals supporting insurgents. Yep, go knock 'em. And carry on, everyone. 11% corruption, 1% inflation. Whoa, look at what they did to my reputation. Oh man, I'm not happy now. Insurgents are increasingly dangerous. Yeah, I think you're right. Site in Bill Garrison. Yes. Delta Whiskey. That's going to be very helpful to us because that controls the bridge. Oh, look, they're going to get across that bridge. That is not going to be good. We may have insurgent activity significantly impacting my... No kidding. Wow. Okay. Have you finished collecting intel yet? Oh, waiting orders. All right, well, tell you what. Let's take you and wipe these guys out. Then we'll move up and we'll start heading that way. Oh gosh, no, you can't go home. Oh dear, we are killing our reputation. Coalition soldier redeployment critically impacting your reputation. Urgent, you need to be careful when redeploying coalition soldiers. Try to use national soldiers instead. November Garden is close to collapse. Yeah, I hear you. Ah, we died, everyone. That was a shocking defeat. Operation November Garden ran out of reputation in 2015, primarily due to insurgent activity. You need to stop the insurgents controlling zones. High population zones are particularly important to keep safe. Okay, let's have a look. We got 0 peace, 979 turns. Oh, look, our support level dropped. Stability 38, and that was uncasual. Wow. Okay. So, let's have a think about this for a minute. I would, okay, well let's, can we get this out of there for a minute? Play again, region stats, let's have a look. This is our stability started taking a hit there. Okay, the reputation died right when the insurgents had their uptick. Lost due to insurgent activity. Lost due to soldier coalition. Now this is our reputation. So we had a double or triple whammy there actually. So that's our reputation. That's the loss of reputation due to insurgents. And the coalition soldiers extension wasn't that big a contributor as that was, because that's what actually got us in the end. The insurgent activity. The population was rising, and we basically were okay with the people who, hostiles, didn't like us. Corruption, we had that nailed. Money, well, we took a hit there and there, but that's primarily because we were losing the fight. And the insurgents, of course, they hammered us starting about here. Their capability and their active fighters really took off there. So it was all about what the insurgents were doing, and it was that hard line I took in the peace negotiations to get the reputation up, and I didn't give them anything. So they got to the point where they were so angry that so many new fighters joined the force, and they basically moved against us big time. So it was, in fact, the negotiation that lost us that. We played too hardball, and we suffered the consequences. So I think we should do that again, and be a little bit more careful this time. So welcome back to the Southern Desert, everyone, and let's just start off, get the game rolling, and then once we've established. Now wait a minute, where'd the headquarters go? We're going to put our headquarters right there. And we have one garrison across the bridge, which is a good thing. And let's just start the game rolling and get things underway. Okay, $42, and the first thing we want to do is put in place two things. First off, I'm going to look at this for $10 and say we want to gather intel on the zones over time. I want to do this one. Oh, 62, 16. No, I don't actually. Just not yet. Significantly multiplies the existing and future support levels. Well, I want to do that, but I'm going to do this first. And I'm going to do water because it's cheap buy and it's support level, especially amongst the hostiles. Water is like key to the world, especially if you're in a desert area, you would think. So let's just get that going along. 2 wins, stabilise the region to 100%, got that. We've got a general, yeah, fine. And we've got it going there, and we've got stuff going on in here, in Delta Whiskey. No support, only 76 people in the whole region. Yeah. But there you go. This is the reputation bar. We're now at 90. Well, thank you very much. There you go, we're going well. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we lost Southern Desert, but we are going to do it again. And this time, hopefully, we're going to win. So thank you all very much for joining us on our path to glory. Every now and again you have a failure. Yes, it's true. But we press on anyway, and we're going to beat the game this time. So I will look forward to seeing you again in the Gig Channel very soon. Until then, please stay well, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.